people of the World Wide Web. So Cypher Sigma here, and it is weekend review time. So yes, the first one we have for this weekend is Despicable Me 4, as the poster will allude to and the thumbnail would allude to. So people who haven't seen the trailer or don't know what it's about, essentially this is the fourth film in the Gru franchise. Gru now has a young boy. And there is a villain that he went to school with, unfortunately, is out to kill Gru and all his family. So they have to go into witness protection, same with all the minions. And it is then basically being rehomed while this super villain then tries to get them. And then they come to a kind of final fight. And there's a winner and loser. Like in all the Minions movies, you have a bit of silly stuff here and there. And this is it. Most of the cast return except for the voice of Agnes. She unfortunately is too old now, so she's had to be recast by someone else. But Steve Carell is still there, Kirsten Wiig. And then we have Joey King, who is their new next door neighbour's child, Poppy. Will Ferrell as Maximine, who's the kind of bad villain. And then Sophie Vergara, the one from Modern Family, shit, and I think it's X Factor or whatever it is. She is Valentino, the love interest of the bad guy. It is 1 hour and 34 minutes, and if you like Despicable Me movies, Minion movies, you will like this movie. Spoiler warning up, and then we shall get into it. So this movie starts, we have Gru. He is going to what is a high school reunion. Obviously his high school was all villains, but he is part of the anti-villain league. So he's gone under disguise. The student that gets chosen to be kind of the honoured one is Maximine, which is Will Ferrell's character. And then he reveals that because he loves cockroaches, he has mutated his body into a cockroach and he's unstoppable. But Gru then takes him down with a load of the anti-villain league or agents that come in, and then he swears like vengeance on him. Fast forward a few days, and then he basically is, or there's a video is shown to him by the head of the anti-villain league, shown to Gru that basically he swears his revenge, and then he says, oh, he's escaped, so your family has to rehome. So they rehome to this nice suburban kind of city, posh city, and they're in a kind of shitty little house, or crappy little house, apologies. Gru obviously sells solar panels. His wife is a hairdresser. And then obviously the kids will go to school, but it's a new school, and then obviously they have their new next door neighbours, and they have the kid Poppy, who is a very weird child for Gru. Gru senses something in her. Anyway, as time goes on, obviously they try to kind of meld themselves into this new environment. The kids aren't really getting on. Agnes, who is the youngest one, she doesn't like lions, so she has a problem with that. Then Poppy comes out of the woodwork that she knows who Gru is, but Gru has to help her do a task, a job, for her to get into the villains high school, because that's where she wants to go. So there is that going on, and then you have the minions that are all with the anti-villain league, and 5 of them get basically turned into superheroes as a test, and they're supposed to be the special team, but they don't do that well. Anyway, due to Gru doing this heist, he is then found out that obviously he is still alive and where he is based. Because obviously one of the items the item he steals has a tracker in it. So Maxine, who is on the warpath searching for him in this giant kind of cockroach thing, turns up, and then there's obviously the big fight. He takes the baby, there isn't a big fight, he takes the baby first from their household, and then it comes down to a big fight, and then all the minions kind of join in, and obviously then Gru obviously wins the day, and then there's the music montages you've seen in all the other ones, and you see the other characters like in 3 and stuff. It is, as far as I'm aware, apart from that montage, there's nothing else behind the scenes. And yeah, it was all right, and I'll put it like that. To be honest, it is very formulaic now. It is exactly what you expect. There was a few funny little bits. There's a grocery scene that's kind of like Terminator and stuff, but because it's kind of been done, and there was, apart from the superheroes that didn't have too much time to shine or think, there wasn't too much that stood out compared to any other Despicable Me movie. And obviously now this is essentially the sixth movie, because we've had two Minions movies. That, I mean, it's made loads of money. People will go and see it, but it's just a very formulaic, eat, sleep, rinse, repeat. You know, change the story slightly, have a different few characters thrown in. Job done. It's all right. It's a Minions movie, or not Minions movie. It has a Minions in it. It making lots of money, so we'll get another one. I'm very much going to rate this a 5.2. It is very much, as I say, you go along, enjoy it. There's nothing. I say there's a few little, like the Terminator stuff and that's nice, and the odd joke that was quite funny, but yeah, nothing really. I come out of cinema thinking, oh wow, that was really good or that was really bad. It just was like, yeah, it was alright. It was an alright watch for an hour and a half. But anyway, that has been my review of Despicable Me 4. Have you seen this movie? Let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comments down below, and I shall see you in the next one.